Hello students, this is Abhijit Shah from SNCA. So today we will continue our study from structure of the atmosphere. Okay, so on the basis of structure, the atmosphere consists of 5 layers. So there have 5 layers. What they are? Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere or ionosphere and exosphere. Okay, so these are the 5 layer or structure or of atmosphere. Okay, so we can divide the atmosphere into these 5 layers. Okay, so the various phenomena of weather take place in these layers of the atmosphere. So various kind of phenomena we can see in this atmosphere. So this is a diagram of atmosphere and they are the 5 layers. That troposphere you can see troposphere, then there have stratosphere, next one is mesosphere, next is ionosphere, it is also called as thermosphere, and radio waves are actually worked with the help of this thermosphere. Okay, and next is exosphere. Okay, so last one is the exosphere. These are the layers. Okay, so at first you come to the troposphere. What are the characteristics and what are the features of this troposphere? Okay, so the term troposphere literally means the region of mixing. So the meaning is region of mixing. Okay, it has been derived from the Greek word tropos. It is come from the word tropos, meaning the mixing or turbulence. Okay, it is the lowermost atmospheric layer in which we live. So it is the lowermost atmospheric layer. If it is the base of the earth, so this is the troposphere. So it is the lowermost layer of the atmosphere. Okay, so it is the lowermost atmospheric layer in which we live, and virtually all weather phenomena that affect our life directly take place within troposphere. So all kinds of weathering phenomena, rain, hailstorm, drizzle, all kinds of weathering phenomena is occurred in this layer. Okay. The average height of troposphere is about 14 km above sea level. Average height is 14 km above sea level, but it is varied from one place to another place, basically from equator to polar region. Okay. However, its height varies from place to place and season to season. Under normal condition, the height of the troposphere is about 8 km at the pole. So in the pole, the height of troposphere is less than the equator region, and in the equator height is 16 km. Okay. So in the pole the height of troposphere is 8 km and in the equator is 16 km. In addition to pure dry air, the troposphere contains water vapor. So basically water vapor are situated in this troposphere, a colorless, odorless gases from the water, and which mix perfectly with other gases. The degree to which water vapor is present in the air is known as humidity. So how much water vapor are situated in the air, this is derived as a humidity. If the water vapor is 100%, then we can say that the water is saturated. So humidity is the indicator of the presence of water vapor in the air. Okay. So water vapor condenses into cloud as fog, and water vapor can create the clouds and fogs. Okay. If condensation is excessive, rain, hail, snow or sleet collectively termed as precipitation. Next is troposphere. The troposphere contains particles of dust which serve as nuclear centers around which the water vapor condenses to form cloud particles. So in troposphere there have various kind of particles, that dust is there, which serve as nuclear center around which the water vapor condense. So the dust is needed for the presence of water vapor, because water vapors are present in the air with the help of these dust particles. Okay. This is more common in the air in the industrial cities, and which discharge chemically active dust into the air, and that is what we can see that in the basically in industrial city regions the amount of dust are very high, and that is what there we can see that one kind of hazy atmosphere are found. As a result, a perceptual haze or smog hangs over the city, and which we termed as pollution. Okay. The next important feature of the troposphere is that there is decrease of temperature with increasing altitude at a mean lapse rate of about 6.4 degrees centigrade per kilometer. Already we discussed that in every 1 kilometer the temperature is decreasing with the height.